Hello. Have you ever felt like your body is working against you? You're tired all the time, you feel wired and exhausted. You can't focus. Your sleep is off. Your body feels tight, heavy, or reactive. Maybe you've even thought, what is wrong with me? Why can't I keep up? Why is my body doing this? If that's you, stay with me, because today we're going to shift something important. Your body is not betraying you. It may be the only part telling you the truth. Hello, and welcome to the Aligned Human Project. I'm your host, Dawn Elgin, contrarian soul guide, founder of Practical Spiritualism, and the creator of Field and Form, the 12 Laws of Co-Creation. And here we don't just talk about performance. We talk about what it takes to live in alignment across mind, body, and life. So let's start here. Most people have been taught to treat the body like it's a machine. You push it, override it, fix it when it breaks, ignore it when it whispers, and only pay attention when it gets real loud. Fatigue, burnout, tension, anxiety, gut issues, sleep disruption. We call these problems. But what if they're messages? I work a lot with A-type personalities, leaders, high achievers, and we have a really big habit of pushing through exhaustion. It is normal to keep moving, keep going. And we even talk to ourselves in that way. Come on, you can do it. Just move through this. You just need to do a little bit more. And that's true if we want to build some more resilience. But if we're doing the pushing and we're overriding the exhaustion and we start ignoring all the signals, things start to shift. We start to wear busy or stress like it's a badge of honor. It becomes a normal part of our language. We start to react when people ask something more of us, or we try to defend our position for not doing more by explaining how busy we already are. And then we even start to notice things like our appetite goes off, our energy goes down, so our eating quality goes down. Have you ever noticed that when you are really stressed or you're really bummed out or you're really overwhelmed, that you will eat denser food? So what I mean by that is you will crave what we would love to call comfort food. Just think about that. Why is comfort food often not healthy? The vibration of it's low. Our vibration is low. And yet when we're feeling really happy, positive, new love, we're excited about something, we eat a lot better. All of a sudden we're eating fresh fruit, vegetables, organic free-range chicken. Everything changes. The quality of what we consume often matches the quality of what we're feeling. We get tons of warning signals all the time. So we eat this lower quality food that we know is not going to serve us. And then we start to feel the effects of it. All of these things aren't accidents. They're all trying to give us feedback. Information, our external world, is a reflection of the internal world. So what I'm eating, how I'm behaving, what I'm thinking, emoting, experiencing are all reflecting what's going on inside. Even things like, have you ever done meditation or yoga, or you do something that is really healthy for you and you do it all the time? And then all of a sudden, life goes sideways. You get sick, you get really stressed out, things get too intense, and all of a sudden you stop doing all the things that would fill your cup. You feel denser, you act denser, not only in the eating, but even in the coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms aren't bad. It's about the quality of coping mechanism. There's a big difference between scrolling on social media or watching TV, especially the quality of TV that we're watching, versus going and doing some yoga or meditating or doing some breath work, Tai Chi, Qigong, all things that are healthy coping mechanisms. And yet, even when we practice them, we throw them to the side and go back to old, lower vibrational frequency, lower density behaviors, just like we do the food. All of its feedback. The problem is when we say, I'll rest when, or I'll do this when life is going good, what starts to happen is we're telling ourselves that we're not worthy of rest. We're not worthy of healing, of revitalizing ourselves. And the truth is, the body, just like the mind and the heart, they will escalate when they do not feel heard, when they do not feel seen. Now, this is where science helps us. Your nervous system is constantly scanning for safety and threat. It's a good thing. When it perceives stress, physical, emotional, or psychological, it activates responses designed to protect you. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. They're not flaws. These are intelligent survival mechanisms. But when stress becomes chronic, those responses don't ever get to turn off. They become your baseline. So fatigue, tension, anxiety, and overwhelm, they're not random. They are patterns your system has learned to run. There's also a deeper layer. The body does not separate thoughts from emotions and experiences, from physical response. Every single thing is integrated. So when you carry mentally and emotionally, often expresses physically, not as a punishment, but as communication. Now, ancient Taoist science understood this beautifully. Different patterns show up differently in the body. Constant pressure and frustration, or overthinking and heaviness, anxiety and restlessness, grief and tightness, fear and depletion. Different expressions, but the same truth. The system is out of alignment, and the body is doing its damnedest to show you where. In our current culture, we have been taught to fix symptoms without listening. So what I mean by this is we will try to sort out anxiety without noting that anxiety itself is a warning sign. It comes from some sort of behavioral pattern, whether that is actions, thoughts, or beliefs. Anxiety itself isn't the actual problem. It's a symptom. And if we deal with the symptoms and don't deal with the underlying problem, then it will continue. What we resist persists. And if we keep resisting this every single time we have an emotion, such as anxiety, then we have neuropeptides that release into our cells, and those neuropeptides stay in those cells until we release the emotion. So we don't want to be resisting. We want to understand, what is this underneath that I need to deal with? What is this that's causing? What is it that is causing me to feel this way? For myself, I've now learned from paying close attention. I do a lot of brain dumping, writing out, feeling anxiety, what's going on in my head right now, what's going on in my world right now. And for a long time, I always thought, okay, when I feel anxiety, it's linked to money. It comes from growing up in poverty, becoming bankrupt while I was a single mom. So I had lots of issues around money that I really had to heal. But recently, as I started to pay more attention to it, I realized that my driving anxiety often comes from time, not feeling like I have enough time, not feeling like I can get it all done. It always comes down to time. And often what that means is I feel trapped and I don't feel like I have freedom, which is often a driving force for me. So as we start to recognize, like, oh, here's a symptom, And this is why I have this symptom. This is the way that I think. This is my patterns and habits. So now I need to take a pause, take a look at how I'm developing my time. How am I going through my task list? Am I putting too much on my plate? Do I need to take some things off? The symptom of anxiety releases. So instead of us chasing supplements and solutions and hacks that all miss the message underneath, what we really need to do is start to listen, to pay closer attention to what all of these things are trying to tell us. Think about it. Neck and shoulder tension, often carrying a lot of weight. Low back, what burden doesn't belong to you? Knees bothering you? Tell me about how you're doing on walking down your own path. Below an ankle, a foot issue? Are you building on a solid foundation? Or are you trying to just move along as quick as you can? The body is the most incredible communication and creation device. That's what it was designed for. You are not your body. You're not your emotions, and you're not your thoughts. You're not your beliefs, and you're not your experiences. You are the witness, the awareness, the divine God spark. And all of these things are experiences designed for us to experience. They're meant to be beautiful. An emotion on its own rises and falls, lifetime about 90 seconds, if we don't attach to it or resist it. So once we start to realize I'm the witness, I'm the one that's experiencing all of this, where have I gotten caught? Where have I gotten pulled into some drama where I am out of alignment or I've come into misadaptation or maladaptation and I need to make an adjustment back? So then rather than trying to fix the symptom without listening, then instead we start to notice the symptom and say, what are you trying to tell me? What's the challenge? It's not even an obstacle. It's just a challenge. And a challenge is always something we can overcome. So remember, you don't just need a solution. You need to understand the signal itself. So what is your body actually asking for? Well, most symptoms point back to just a few core things. Slowing down, feeling what hasn't been felt, releasing pressure, creating safety, setting boundaries, returning to truth, pausing and being present. But those things don't always fit into high performance identity. So we override them again and again until the body forces us to pause. So let me ask you this. If your body is not the problem, what might it be trying to tell you? And what happens if you actually listen? This is where field and form matters. Your body is part of your form, your body, your breath, your environment, your relationships, and it reflects your internal state. So if your field is pressure, urgency, fear, anger, resentment, over responsibility, disconnection, or dissociation, your body will express that. And if you try to change your life without changing your field, the body keeps signaling. You cannot create calm, peace from chronic stress. I promise you, I tried really hard for a really long time. All we do is create more tension and more stress. We create greater disconnection, greater dissociation. You can't build fulfillment on exhaustion. We need to take the time and the space. I promise you, you're worth it. You're worth the exploration to understand what is going on underneath it, what it's all trying to tell you. You cannot override your way back into alignment. The body will always tell the truth of the field. So let's make it real. Go ahead and take a pause. Maybe shake the body. Notice your breath. Let it land into the belly and bring awareness into that body. And just start to notice, where do you feel tension? And notice it without judging it. There's no good, there is no bad. Remember, it's all just feedback. Where do you feel heaviness? Pay attention. Maybe it's a little bit of movement. Where do you feel fatigue or pressure? And don't fix it. I just want you to notice it. And then ask, what might be this? What might this be trying to tell me? And just listen. No need to get it perfect. Just begin the conversation. I highly recommend pausing and writing down any awarenesses that arise. Your body is not in your way. It is on your side. It is constantly working to bring you back into harmony. The question is not, how do I push through this? The question is, what is this asking of? When you start listening, everything begins to shift. And if this resonates, this is the work we do inside Align Your Life, inside the Aligned Human Project, and inside Alignment Operating System, helping people reconnect with their bodies, regulate their systems, and create aligned lives from the inside out. If you're here to build a life that doesn't cost you your nervous system, to lead, love, and create from alignment instead of exhaustion, you're in the right place. This is Practical Spiritualism. This is the Aligned Human Project. And this is where we stop overriding life and start listening to it. Because alignment isn't something you achieve. It's something you practice. So keep pausing, keep feeling, and keep choosing. And remember, you are the witness. You shape the field, and the field shapes your life.